Brakati Hawa, Brakti Shai, Brakati Hawa, Brakti Shai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Shai. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yah, Bashima Shai, Bashima Kakadas. Double laws, apostles, and elders of great stone, peace and salutation to you, Hakim and Aqua, the post four winds to you. I salute the hopeful elect. This is Brothers All You Want back at you in another lesson. And what I want to touch on, is meditating. Take your trials like a man. Take your trials like a man. Take your boss ass like a man. Basically, whatever Lord sends your way, deal with it. You know what I mean? Deal with it. We in this flesh and you go through these affliction and it hurts, but the Lord is preparing our minds. Let the brother do the lesson, a beautiful lesson. Can't bleed up. Be comfortable, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's how it is right now, that the Lord is preparing our mind for something big to come. Already getting us more uncomfortable. He getting us in a state of mourning. He wants us to be in a state of mourning than to be during, like I say in my last video, during this festive period, to be in the spirit of mirth. Right? So he trying us, and he trying us hard. Okay? But at the end of the day, you gotta handle your shit like a man and deal with your shit, whatever the Lord put on you. Be a man and deal with your shit. Alright? It sucks sometimes, but deal with it. Because it's necessary. Okay? It's necessary. Okay? The scripture speaks about a light affliction. You gotta endure this pain. Alright? This only for a moment. This can, like, the scriptures say all this can be like a dream when the Lord turn back our captivity. Alright? We gotta go through this shit. I just meditating, because I had experience day before yesterday, a little testimony, briefly, my lawnmower, it was arcing up, a couple of weeks now, it was arcing up, and, you have to prime it 3 times, so it could start, the gas go in the carburetor, you have to prime it, and, when I started doing that, it would start and then she'd stop. It would start and then she'd stop. And I had good much of grass left to cut in my yard. My yard was a little bit high. It looked so bad. And I say, how am I going to do this if this arcing up like this? My car was down and my lawnmower started freaking out. I was like, man, everything is just against me. But you know what I said? I'm going to keep fighting. So you know what I did? I basically, I started lawnmower in the yard. The generator keep on vibrating. Till I generated the lawnmower keep vibrating and then it shut off. So I keep on starting again, and I take my time, and I go on over the grasses, and every time I go over it cut off. But what I did, I never gave up. I never gave up. I kept pushing with that lawnmower, arcing like that, until I completed my work. I finished cut the grass. You know what I mean? I keep on cutting off. I keep on starting it again. And that's with these trials. Once they hit you, you can't just be starting and wave. You got to keep on going. You got to keep on going. And I use that. And they use that situation in my lawnmower as a motivation, because I keep on pushing until I overcome that obstacle. That's what I did. And that's what we have to do in this ministry. Continue pushing. Because the Lord's going to keep on. Sometimes He throw haymakers at us. He keep on throwing these trials and affliction at us, but we got to keep on pushing. You can't be stagnant. You can't be stagnant. You know what I mean? You get discouraged sometimes in this flesh, but at the end of the day, you got to keep on pushing. Got to keep on going. This is a grievous fight, but hey, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Because look at me. I pushed through until my yard was finished cut. I say, wow. And when at the last minute, the lawnmower started to work a little better. But I didn't let that discourage me. I fight through that. The heavy grass, the thick grass. And the grass was a little bit wet, so it works you harder dealing with it. But I fight. Fight the good fight of faith, but you gotta push for yourself. No matter how these trials is, you gotta go. All right. You know, we got to keep on fighting. You know, that's a mindset of being a soldier. You got to fight. This is Psalm 66 and 8. Oh, bless our power, ye people, and make the voice of his praise to be heard, which holdeth our soul in life, and suffered not our feet to be moved. You see that? Which holdeth our soul, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and suffered not our feet to be moved, because he keeping us. And he only keeping the elect. Only the elect he ain't suffering their feet to be moving this time. Okay? For thou, O Yahweh, hast proved us, thou hast tried us as silver is tried. You see that? The Most High has proved us. And he has tried us. When we getting tried every day. Every flicking day. Every day we being tried, going through these affliction and trials and tribulation. And that's why the scriptures say the souls will just complain continually, oh Lord, how long? All right. This devil, the aware of the saints of the Most High, we worn out right now. We worn out in our minds. Hey, we going through a lot of these afflictions, you know. It says, for thou, O Yahweh, hast proved us, and thou hast tried us as silver is tried. All right. What does the scripture say in Isaiah the 48th chapter and verse 10? It says, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. All right, he chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Hey, and that's to get those impurities out of us. All right, that's to get those impurities out of us. But he got to try us. So it hurts, but it's necessary. But watch this back in Psalm 66 and 11. Thou broughtest us into the net. Thou laid affliction upon our loins. You see that? Thou laidest us in the net. So in the net, this is up the both sides. So in the net, you can experience the good and the bad. So when the Most High give you the bad, don't feel bad. Like Job said, do we not basically expect, if we paraphrasing, good and bad from the Most High, good and not bad? Come on. Thou was laid us in the net, thou laidest affliction upon our loins, and everybody could attest right now they're going through affliction. Thou, the Most High, put it on us. Watch this, and this is what he doing also. Thou was caused man to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, cleansing agent. You know, 2nd Ezra 7 chapter. These are cleansing agent. Fire on one side, deep water on the left. But thou brought us out in a wealthy place. You see that? And that's beautiful. Because guess what? You know, once we continue fighting and we continue pushing, the Lord is going to bring us out in a wealthy place. You know what I mean? Because we all want salvation out of this bitch. All right? The scripture say, thou broughtest us into the net, thou laid affliction upon our loins. Hey, we going through hell. But this is all of the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right? Because the scripture say this is a light affliction. All right? Thou was caused man to ride over our heads. Brothers going through all kind of shit. We went through fire and through water. And this heavy, but you know what I mean? These are things we're going to face. These are things we're going to experience. Okay, let's get another scripture. This is 1 Peter 1 and 7. The trial of your faith being much more precious than of the gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushai and Mashiach. You see that? The trial of your faith be more precious than the gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire. All right, we got to go through that fire. All right, purge your, get those impurities out of us. But, it's necessary, man. Let's get another one. This is James 1 and 2. My brethren, count on all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So you better count it. You gotta count it joy when you fall into diverse temptation, man. You just gotta count it joy. All right, but let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. All right, because these trials are gonna make us perfect. All right, these are gonna make us perfect. These are necessary. All right, because it hacks out the old man. That's what it does. All right, It acts out the old man. That old man. Alright? You're walking in newness of life. You know what I mean? We gotta go through a lot of shit. We gotta go through a lot of pain. We gotta go through a lot of suffering. It's all necessary. This is all the perfect will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? This is Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Verse 12. Verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh to you as unto children, my son. Despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. So don't faint. And the Most High chastening your ass. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and recorded every son he receiveth. So the Lord, he love you. You alright? Whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. So if you're going through these affliction, trials, and tribulation, count it all joy when you fall into these diverse temptation. If you endure chastening, the Most High deal with you as his sons. What son is whom the Father chasteneth not? Alright? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are all partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. So if you don't go through nothing, the Most High ain't dealing with you. Furthermore, we had our fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For verily for a few days chastened us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward he yielded the peaceful fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. No chastening of the present seems to be joyous, but it's grievous. Grievous fight, grievous what we going through. It sucks getting your ass the Most High, you know what I mean, busting your ass, but it's necessary. So if he busting your ass, deal with it, but this is a part of the fight. This is a part of what's necessary. Alright? This is a part of it, you know what I mean? That affliction and trials get those impurities out of you. So it's necessary. So deal with your shit. Don't bitch, deal with it. You know what I mean? And I was motivated this morning that I say, well, I say, keep on fighting, man. Keep on fighting. And that's my motivation, to keep on fighting. Alright, because the scripture says, nah, no chastening for the present seems to be joyous, but grievous. It sucks. But nevertheless, afterward, it yielded the peaceful fruit of righteousness. It hacks out the old man. Alright? Unto them which are exercised thereby. That's what it is, hacks out the old man. You know what I mean? So, all these things we experience is necessary. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing. You're going through that. Alright, He's going to make us perfect. Alright? And like the scriptures say, let me get this last scripture. This is let me get this last scripture right. This is I think it's 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. Right? 2 Thessalonians 1 and 4. So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh for your patience and faith in all the persecution and tribulation that we endure, because you gotta endure these things. But watch this, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of heaven, for which ye also suffer, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh. Now we all going through it, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of heaven. So this is necessary. This is needed to be worthy of the kingdom of heaven. So enjoy what you gotta, you know what I mean, these affliction trials, and you know what I mean, deal with it. Be a man in your trials and deal with your shit, you know. But yeah, man, that's something I want to touch on through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, Shalom, Akim. Shalom.